In today's video, we have a massive update. So we did a lot of complaining about the July freebies for PlayStation Plus subscribers. It looks like Sony heard the complaints or something happened because Sony has made a massive change to the PlayStation Plus lineup this month. The games are available right now, and no longer will you be getting PES 2019. Rather, you will be getting a very compelling PlayStation 4 exclusive in Detroit Become Human, and not only that, it's the Digital Deluxe Edition, and that means it includes Heavy Rain as well. That is a massive improvement. I feel kind of bad because Detroit Become Human just went on sale and I recommended a lot of you guys to pick it up given that it was down south of $10, I believe. So that might be a little bit of a bummer. I know some of you guys were actually excited to get PES 2019, so the change might disappoint you, but I think for the most of you guys, this is a massive improvement. We'll talk all about that. And also, a new rumor is circulating that Housemarque has signed an exclusive deal with Sony. That is incredibly exciting for me, even though Housemarque's most recent game, it seems like they're working on some sort of battle royale title, which does me no favors. However, Housemarque has created some very compelling arcade-oriented titles that were so good. Super Stardust HD, Dead Nation, Resogun, Matterfall. They've done some really good games, and if Housemarque goes under the Sony umbrella, I think that could do them a lot of good, especially if they get funding directly from Sony. That could take them to the next level. We'll also talk Borderlands 3. Claptrap presents a new series of trailers, and the first trailer is up right now. And also, we have a pretty big update to PlayStation Now, the games lineup that is for the month of July. You can celebrate July 4th with a bunch of new additions, including Rocket League, Borderlands, the Handsome Collection, and much more. We'll talk that at the end of this video. Okay, so we were really bummed out about the PlayStation Plus offerings for the month of July. I'm not hating on football or soccer, whatever you want to call it, but PES 2019, I don't know, that just wasn't my cup of tea. Maybe that's because I'm just not super into sports games, but it looks like something happened. Maybe Sony heard the outcry from fans and gamers alike, and they have updated it, so now the PlayStation Plus offering still includes Horizon Chase Turbo. However, instead of PES 2019, you are getting Detroit Become Human Digital Deluxe Edition. They noted, update, we are making a swap to the PlayStation Plus games lineup for July. This month, we are adding Detroit Become Human Digital Deluxe Edition, which also includes Heavy Rain to the July games lineup instead of Pro Evolution Soccer 2019. We apologize for any inconvenience. Here's more information about Detroit Become Human, which will be available to PS Plus members along with a Horizon Chase Turbo from July 2nd to August 5th. Now, it should be noted, Heavy Rain, while it is arriving with the Digital Deluxe Edition of Detroit Become Human, it was also a PlayStation Plus freebie, I believe, back in the month of July, so if you've been a Plus subscriber for quite a while, chances are you already have it. But for those of you that didn't get to take advantage of Heavy Rain when it was a free offering, now you're just getting it alongside Detroit Become Human Digital Deluxe Edition, which is great. It's noted in Detroit Become Human, discover what it really means to be human in powerful, emotional journey made of choice and consequences. Set in Detroit City during the year 2038, the city has been revitalized by the intention and introduction of androids into everyday life. But when androids start behaving as if they are alive, events begin to spin out of control. Step into the role of the story's pivotal 3 playable characters, each with unique perspectives as they face their new way of life. So that is a great offering. I thought Detroit Become Human was a great game. It was released in 2018, so as far as PlayStation 4 exclusives go, it had to contend with games like God of War and Marvel Spider-Man, and it really wasn't on that level. However, it was a great game in its own right, and a very good narrative-driven adventure. As far as the other offering, Horizon Chase Turbo, I feel like this game is now enhanced because Horizon Chase Turbo is the perfect complementary game to a bigger game, but PES 2019, I really didn't think that was a bigger game that was worth to be complemented. I know, that sounds a little bit messed up, but nonetheless, I wasn't excited for PES 2019. You guys get the idea, but now Horizon Chase Turbo is just coming alongside Detroit Become Human. I think that's pretty exciting. In the game notes, prepare for a blast of pure 90s nostalgia with Horizon Chase Turbo, a love letter to iconic just one more go racers for the arcade's golden age. Drawing inspiration from the likes of Outrun, Top Gear, and Rush, developer Aquarius Game Studios captures the essence of the 16-bit era style with modern visuals, a great soundtrack, and classic split-screen couch multiplayer, which is also awesome. You can play solo or grab up to 3 friends. You'll pilot your car through extraordinary places, facing rain, snow, volcanic ashes, and even severe sandstorms. Now, this was a game that released a while back on PC, and it was received very well over there, and now you're getting it for free as a PlayStation Plus subscriber on the PlayStation 4, so that is very exciting. If you're into arcade racers, Horizon Chase Turbo is going to be one to be on the lookout for. So thank God they made this revamp to July's PlayStation Plus offerings. The only way I think you could be disappointed, and I could understand it from the standpoint of, oh, Detroit Become Human is a pretty popular exclusive, and it did just go on sale with a steep discount, so I feel like the value of it has been lessened, especially again if you do own the game. That's a big bummer. But nonetheless, I think more people are going to be satisfied with Detroit Become Human than PES 2019, and I do believe that this was a Sony decision, because from a Sony standpoint, it would be very difficult to work out some third-party agreement very quickly to replace PES 2019 based on the backlash. But with Detroit Become Human, it was a PlayStation 4 exclusive, and I'm just hypothetically thinking that it would be a lot easier to get this game out there as a PlayStation Plus freebie rather than a third-party game, say from an EA or an Activision or a publisher like that. That's my 2 cents with that, is the update for the July freebie offerings. Alright, moving on from that, we've got a couple other stuff to talk about. A brand new rumor is circulating noting that has Housemarque signed an exclusive deal with Sony. It was noted by Push Square there are a couple of small hints that it could be working with Sony on its next game. Earlier in the year, Shuhei Yoshida himself paid a visit to the Finnish studio, which seemed to suggest an ongoing relationship between the two parties. Remember that Housemarque has released a lot of games on PlayStation platforms and they remained exclusives. Games like Super Stardust, Dead Nation, Matterfall, those games were released as PlayStation 4 exclusives. They do have a couple of titles that released both on PlayStation 4 and PC, but it seems like the Finnish studio has had a very good relationship with Sony. Much more recently, WCCF Tech did speak with the Housemarque CEO, and during the course of the interview, he spoke about partnering with platform holders, and he said, quote, "Sometimes you need exclusive deals because money doesn't grow on trees." Based on all of this information coming together, I could very well see Housemarque working on a brand new game for the PlayStation 5 to drop at launch. Remember that Housemarque did exclusively develop Resogun for the PlayStation 4, and that dropped on launch day on the PS4, and guess what? Many would harken back to Resogun as the best launch title on the PlayStation 4. Yes, you had games like Killzone Shadowfall, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, there were games like Battlefield 4, but in terms of the critical reception and even fan reception, Resogun was received very, very well. And do remember that I believe that was a PlayStation Plus offering, so that game just came out and a bunch of people got it for free, because especially with the PlayStation 4 at launch, you had to begin paying to play online, so everybody was getting Plus, and Resogun was inherently just a game that you got, and it was received incredibly well. If Sony wants to duplicate that kind of success, work with Housemarque and bring a game for launch on the PlayStation 5, hey, I think that would turn out really, really well, but that is just speculation on my part. We'll keep you posted on any developments between Housemarque and Sony, but take that as just a rumor for now. Okay, moving on from that, Borderlands 3 has gotten a brand new trailer in Claptrap Presents Pandora trailer. This is a brand new series of trailers, and publisher 2K Games and developer Gearbox Software have released the first in a series of Claptrap Presents videos for Borderlands 3. The first one in this series introduces Planet Pandora, and it was noted that this is episode 1. The video follows Borderlands characters Claptrap and Steve on a journey across the wilds of Pandora as they search for nature's most beautiful spitting and or barfing creatures. You can check out the video, it's a little under 2 minutes long, and if you're living under a rock, of course Borderlands 3 is the return of the iconic shooter-looter, and it's packing bazillions of guns and an all-new mayhem-fueled adventure. Blast your way through the new world and enemies as one of 4 new Vault Hunters, each with deep skill trees, abilities, and customization. Play solo or join with friends to take on insane enemies, collect loads of loot, and save your home from the most ruthless cult leaders in the galaxy. I'm very excited to see the return of Borderlands. It's been a long time coming. The last time we saw a mainline Borderlands game was all the way back in 2012, but that will finally be changing this year. Come September 13th, we will have the release of Borderlands 3, and I'm sure it'll turn out very, very well. And speaking of Borderlands, if you've yet to play the Borderlands game, you can now get access to Borderlands Handsome Collection even easier, as it has been added to the PlayStation Now roster of games. July's lineup not only includes Borderlands the Handsome Collection, you got Rocket League in there, Dark Arcana the Carnival, MXGP3 the official motocross video game, NBA 2K Playgrounds, which is a nice addition, Nightmares from the Deep 2, The Siren's Call, Rad Rogers, Red Faction 2, which is a PlayStation 2 on PS4 game, the aforementioned Rocket League, Tachyon Project, and Woopo. That is adding to the loaded roster of games that are already available as a PlayStation Now subscriber. Unfortunately, I wouldn't recommend subscribing to PS Now right now just because it's not on sale anymore. It was seeing a deep discount as a part of Days of Play, and I imagine it'll be seeing some sort of similar discount in the relatively near future. I mean, if you do want to wait, at the very least, it's gonna get some sort of discount come Black Friday, but I would not recommend paying the $100 a year or whatever it is, and God forbid going $20 month by month. Yes, it does have a deep roster of games, but $20 month to month is just a little bit too expensive, especially if you compare it to services like Game Pass, which are only $10 a month. You get all the Microsoft exclusives on there as well. I just think $20 a month is a little bit too expensive. I know it does have a deeper roster of games. You can stream your games on top of downloading the PlayStation 4 titles, but still $20 a month is a little bit too steep, and even $100 a year, given that it has been cheaper, I would just wait until you can subscribe for a cheaper price, but the library of games that you can access has gotten even deeper. And that's gonna conclude this video. Again, PlayStation Plus gets a major update with Detroit Become Human being free right now, and that is the digital deluxe edition that also includes Heavy Rain. Also, you can get Horizon Chase Turbo right now for free. Has Housemarque signed an exclusive deal with Sony? I think that is something that might be worked on right now, and they might be working on some sort of title for the PlayStation 5. That is just speculation, but I could very well see that come together. Borderlands 3 has gotten a brand new trailer, and Claptrap presents Pandora, the first episode in a series of trailers, and you can celebrate 4th of July with brand new additions to PlayStation Now, including Rocket League and Borderlands the Handsome Collection. That's gonna conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.